Hi, my name is Wilx, and this is episode 2 of Project Ozone Lite. Today we're going to go over early power, the first couple of Ender IO machines. We're going to talk about some early weapons and armor, and a few other things that I did in between episodes, like the Smeltery and stuff. So first off, as you can see, my base is a lot bigger than it was before. And this was the spawn point. I marked it with that. And this is a tape measure in my hand. So I'm going to mark from spawn. And then if we go out to the edge here, see the number there? It's 23. For mobs to spawn, it's got to be 24. So this whole base is unspawnable for mobs. The only reason the torches are there is because I don't like it too dark. I need to come up with some better lighting. I just haven't looked through to see what there is. But so I made the base up here like that. I also did the same down here. Again, these are all 23 out. Then this is half slabs on the lower part. I wanted it to be bigger than the upper part so that I couldn't fall off. And yeah, there's very little light down here. I just put this down here while I was working. Mobs can't spawn down there at all. Now over here, see these white markers? That means that it's a 24. And mobs could spawn there. And then we come down to where I built my little manual mob farm here. There's somebody in there. I had to two-hit it, head armor. Okay, and then up over here, I've got, oh, and the reason I built out in this direction from it is, as you can see, there's that. It's about 16 chunks away. And we have ourselves a chicken down here so far. So that grass has been there for a little while. And I've only spawned one chicken. So mobs don't spawn very quickly. So if you build one and you wait a couple of Minecraft days and nothing spawns, you're just going to have to wait longer. Maybe if I made it a lot bigger, I might have got more. I don't know. So to get some of the stuff from mobs, I deliberately have these traps where I put some fruit bait in them, and the ground traps are getting me some leathers and things like that. Okay. Anything else to discuss over here? The reason these are here is so that the mobs, if they did get out for some reason, they can't travel to my base and such. Okay, what's next? Let's talk about the Smeltery. So my standard sort of 4x4 Smeltery that I make, I've got redstone running along the top here to the clock. The clock runs all of these at the same time, like I've done in other episodes, and the lever to turn them on and off. They're automatically feeding into item ducts down there that are putting the ingots in here when they're done. And then I've got more here. This is all iron. I've been getting so much iron. Different than in Project Ozone 2, though, the second most common is gold. I've used lots of gold. I had like twice this much. So gold is pretty damn common in this pack. Unlike, see all these gold chests and stuff. Like, gold is pretty common in this pack, so don't feel free to use it. Made a standard Crucible. At first it had a torch under it like usual. Made one thing of lava, then put lava underneath it. Now it has, you can't see it very well here, but it's got Yellorium underneath. Reason for that, Yellorium is a 20. Okay, and lava is only a 2, so it's 10 times as fast. I'm going to eventually upgrade it to a superheating element. That's 120, so 6 times faster than the Yellorium, but I need steel for that. Now, I can either get one of these superheating elements from a reward bag or something, a reward chest, or I can make them with steel. I don't have any steel yet. I could have already had it if I'd made some chainmail and and melted that down. But to make chainmail, you've got to use Smeltery makes steel, right? Getting there. All right. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Go away. All right. So we've got Yellorium down there. Now, the reason I didn't go straight to Yellorium is different than in Project Ozone 2. Yellorium and osmium will work in the Smeltery. I don't think they did in Project Ozone 2. So I wanted to double them when I did it. So I waited and got till I could double it. I did do a lot of sieving. I think we left off, I had like half this many of the flint ones. So now it goes 9 across. If I stand here, it can go 5 in any direction. So that's why it fits this size. I could have done it as 81 of them, like a 9 by 9, and you need to go out in the middle. But I thought this was quick enough. And I've sieved down a whole bunch of stuff. And things like diamond and emeralds, you need iron sieves to do it. Diamonds, emeralds, redstone, glowstone, you need iron for that. Or diamond level. But I haven't invested any diamonds in it yet. I think I'm going to wait till I automate them, and then I'll have less of them and just automate it. I've also made myself... something weird's been happening. I've been having Enderman spawn outside, over where the animal farm is, other places, and one managed to kill me. So I said, okay, hell with this. And I made myself some bronze armor. Bronze armor's not too bad. Okay. So bronze, you don't have to go through all the levels. Like if I wanted to make diamond or whatever, I would go through all the other levels of stuff. So diamond would have been a 3 armor. Bronze is a 3 armor for the helm. And then I used Signalum. Signalum is just 1 silver, 3 copper, 10 redstone dust in a smeltery. Makes 4 Signalum ingots. So I made myself a Signalum with one of the blades being wood for my shurikens. So it does an extra 21 attack damage. And I could add, I've got 3 modifiers left. I haven't used them up yet. And I've got a Signalum rapier, rapier, and it does 22 attack damage as well. So I'm one-hitting mobs that don't have armor. If they got armor, I might have to 2-hit them. Oh yeah, this thing over here. For making dirt, what I've been doing is taking this and a wand. You can use a stone one if you want. I just have lots and lots of iron. Whoops. There we go. And I come over here. Oh, I'll show you later. And I just do them all up at once. Now, this mattock that I made is a failed experiment. I'm not recommending this, okay? But the mattock has andirium for the axe head to give it really good durability. Durability was 5,000 with that thing on there. And then it's got a silky jewel on it so that I could shear the leaves. I'm using iron for the shovel head so it's magnetic, and the bronze for the handle so that it could get extra experience. But I died. I had lots of experience, but it died once, and most of it went away. But so when I went to do this, see, it's completely repaired right now. And it takes a big chunk out of its... Oh, it's not even finished yet. So as you can see, it takes a big chunk out of its thing. And so each time I'm using a whole bunch of iron, which would have been similar to using shears anyways. A better way to do it, an awful lot of hunger as well. And then what I do is I'd come over here and I'd put these up in there. But a better way to do it would be if I were to just, well, let's just finish this one off for now. And then we'll do it the other way. So let's try this. We'll do it the same thing. Damn it, that one's going to be my way. You know, I'm thinking I should have a extra row out here. I'll bet you I don't hit it, and it would make it easier to place the next row. I'll have to modify that later. Not that I'm going to be doing this that much more. So, because look, if I stand one block away, let's see what happens. It doesn't get this row. So if I went one further, I wouldn't have to place a row of them. That would be better. Okay, instead, just use a hammer on the wood. Then you get all your saplings and all your apples. And then you can place the sawdust that you get up in there. And that goes pretty well. And then you don't run out of saplings and you don't run out of food and all the rest of it. All right. So we covered that part off. And you can use stone hammers if you want. I just have so much iron I didn't care. What else was I going to show you? Oh yeah, we have to make the machines. Oh, we'll get this out of the way first. I have to make a watering can for the quest. So I'll get that quest out of the way. Then, actually, I've got too many of these here. That should be 12, not 16, but I'll just make the extra set anyways. And that makes the mirrors. So it's just glass and some iron. And then I put the mirrors in here. And I'm making 64 of the solar panel ones. The reason I'm doing that is normally solar panel ones only put out 1 RF per tick. But these things max out at 8 RF per tick. They've been bumped up 8 times the amount in this pack. So that makes them kind of reasonable. If I make a stack of them, I've got like 512 worth of RF. Now, I'm not saying that this is absolutely the best way to go, but it's a quest, so I decided to go in that direction. You might be better off making a magmatic, a lava one from Extra Utilities. They put out 40 RF per tick, but if you put 4 speed upgrades in them, they put 200 RF per tick out, and it's so easy to get lava, that might be a better route to go. And now you will need some grid power. You'll need 4 grid power if you put 4 speed upgrades in. But I decided to try out the solar panels because I really didn't know how these things worked very well, and I wanted to see if I had any problems or issues with them. So that's going to be our power for now. Now for cabling, this is called first cable. It's just some glass and some redstone. Oh, notice on making these, the only thing that was dear was 1 stack of redstone. The rest of the stuff was cheap. So we'll make the first cable. The first cable only handles 320 RF per tick. We're putting a 512, so we need better than that. So what we're going to do is take our first cable, we'll wrap it in some iron. Now we're going to get 12 of them instead of 6. And they're going to handle 3,200 RF per tick. Well, remember, gold's plentiful on this one. So we're putting it with some gold. And now we're going to get a whole bunch more of them, and they're going to be able to do 320,000 RF per tick. And now we've got 24 of them instead of 6. So that sounded good to me. All right, next up. To make the machines, we're going to need some basic capacitors. I'm only making 9 because I wanted the gold nuggets to work out correct. I only need a couple of them, actually. I don't even need this many machine frames, but I decided to make some extras anyways. I'm making 2 extras. And then this is fairly easy. Cauldron with machine frame, alloy smelter, piston, iron, and some stuff. Whoops, not that. This. We got a sag mill and that. Okay. Let's come over here. And right about here, I think, we'll put this thing running up. Actually, can I jump up here? 4. Okay. And did I keep my... No, I didn't keep my wand on myself. That was stupid. Let's get our wand. Should have got rid of all those trees, so well. Oh, let's try to keep this all in one chunk. We're right on the edge of a trunk here. Actually, that's too close to this anyways. Sorry, I'm going to move this over one. And we'll get rid of this row here. Not that it couldn't be right up at the edge of a chunk, doesn't really matter, but or I guess we could. Wouldn't matter. Where's... Okay, we'll go one more there. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more over here. And then... Oh, we used them all. Okay. So that's our power. Now let's put down some machines. We'll put a sag mill right here. We'll put another cable there. I'll probably run the cable underneath them later. And our alloy smelter there. So why did I want these? Well, specifically, I want to be able to make a mechanical user because I want to get started on mystical crops. And a mechanical user involves a resonating redstone crystal. That involves redstone alloy, which is redstone and silicone in a alloy smelter, and silicone is sand in a sag mill. So I needed them if I wanted to do that. So what am I doing with mechanical user? You'd think it was for this. No, I'm going to use it as like a farming station sort of thing. And to do that, oh, I know what I want from over here. Did we use up? No, we haven't. I need some of that. We're going to make ourselves some paper. And And then we're going to come over here to our part builder. We're going to stick in a stack of paper. We'll take first off the, how do you pronounce that? Scythe? Scythe head pattern. So we'll get our scythe. And I'm mispronouncing it, I know it. I'll look it up later and figure out how to pronounce it. And then a tough tool binding. And 2 tough tool rods. Now, we only needed to make, oh, we need more paper. We only needed to make 2 of the parts out of paper. We could have used something else for the rest, but I just didn't care that much. We'll make it all out of paper. Because I don't think any of the extras they get on them would make any difference in this case for what I'm going to be using it for. Other than this, now we'll have 5 modifiers. That's what I was looking for. Now, to make it unbreakable, what we're going to need are 5 of these. And then we're going to wrap these things in obsidian. And that will give it the reinforced add-on. And if you use 5 reinforced modifiers, it becomes unbreakable. And then we can stick the unbreakable safe so that it does a 3x3 area into the mechanical user, and use it to. It should be really quick. As soon as the plants are ready, it should deliberately put them into or break them right away, which sounded pretty quick to me because there are a lot of things that speed upgrade plants, and farming stations can't keep up with them. So this sounded like a good idea to me. Whoops, not those. These. So now if we look at this thing, it's now unbreakable. And all it has to do is break plants, so I don't care about the rest of the stuff on it. Okay, so that covers off that part. One other thing that I should do before we go is, I should have done this earlier actually, so you can see it happening. We'll put a piece of dirt. Oh, I know what I need. I don't have my ancient spore yet. Take an ancient spore. Put our ancient spore on top of there. That makes it mycelium. Then we're going to take a barrel, put it there, take our bucket, we'll get a bucket of water, put a bucket of water in there. This is going to turn that into witch water. And then once it's witch water, I will set it up. I've done it in Project Ozone 1 and I think 2. No, maybe just 1. And the witch water will run through here and turn the skeletons into wither skeletons. And then we can use those for... I can't kill that yet. I think you can only do it with potions. You've got to throw like a harm potion at it, and that's how you kill it. If you know of something else that I've got use of already that can kill it, let me know what that is. But I don't have any blaze rods, so I can't make anything to do it right now. Where's the other stuff there? The other thing I could have done is use the shears of winter. They're unbreakable if I wanted to shear the leaves. Holy, big trees. Oh, I know one other thing I should do just before we end the episode. I've done an awful lot of quests now, and I haven't collected my loot. So I don't want you to me to all of a sudden end up with something good, and you say, "Hey, where'd you get that?" because yes, I've done a whole lot of quests here. And I want to open them on screen. I don't want to open them off screen. Okay. Superheating element. All right. So that will go underneath my crucible. Well, that was a really good start. Diamond furnace. Another great item. I really need to read up on the diamond furnaces to find out what all goes on with them. Zombie charm. Not really worried about zombies. Growth crystal. Yes, that's the thing that'll speed up those farms. So I've been doing really well out of these. If I get all junk from here, oh, another good thing, an electromagnet. So I think I got to put power in it first. I've done really well out of these loot chests. Another diamond furnace. Cool. I don't mind 2 of them. Interestingly, I think the diamond furnaces, like that furnace mod, was developed by the same guy, Cazador Sniper, that developed the pack. Lily pads of fertility again, great reward. I can't. It's hard for me to make those yet. Recipe. Fertile essence. I need slime pearls, so I got to make it over to the slime island before I can get slime pearls and start making these things. But that was some great loot that I got on this one. Okay, well, I guess that covers it for this. Oh yeah, here's my. Oh no, it's not ready yet. Where's it at? It's 40% done. And oh, and I made an apple tree just so that I wouldn't run out of apples. It's just an apple and a sapling. Makes an apple tree. I'll have better food very shortly, and I'll rip that thing down. Okay, well, that covers it for this episode. I hope you learned something worthwhile. Hope to see you next time. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.